What's up, my spiritual babies? This is a video all about moon magic. But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. Ashe. Now, y'all already know, first and foremost, before we get started, we got to give praise to my baby, my mother, Lady Isis, the goddess of 1,000 names, who not only strengthens me every day, but gives me wisdom, gives me courage, gives me strength. Okay, all that good stuff. Got me living in gratitude and give me all this good knowledge every other day. Ashe. Hi, everybody. So I am Shantaria Wilson. I am the owner of Divine Essentials Isis, and this is a video, as the title said, all about moon magic. And so I'm out here in nature today just because I have been receiving a lot of downloads for me to just sit and be in nature and just kind of cleanse myself from negative people, from negative energy and things of that nature. So I am listening to spirit and doing as such. And so I just felt like this would be the perfect time, while I am receiving, for me to give you guys some great information just about moon magic and some of the things that you can do to help with the potency of your magic, if you will. I first want to start off this video, you guys, by letting you guys know that the moon, just as any other powerful tool that has been given to us from our ancestors, from our spirit guides, from our ascended masters, from the angels, from, just these powerful beings that love us so much. These are tools that are meant to help us, right? They're just tools to create potency to the magic, okay? These tools are not the magic. You are the magic. The magic is within you. The magic is within your mind, okay? The universe is a tool that helps you, right? You speak out to the universe, the Most High, to God, to whoever you want to call it. So I don't care, because this is a channel for healing, and so we're all about healing, and it does not matter if you're a Christian or not, because even Christians believe in magic, and that is why they were talking to burning bushes, okay, and they were creating rituals and doing magic in the Bible as well. So we're not closed-minded here. This channel is all about healing, and we're going to get into Psalms and all that good stuff, Christians. So know that this channel is for everybody. This is a healing based channel, right? We're all about elevation. We're all for the people, not only my people, not only melanated people, but the people as a whole, the world as a whole. I want us all to heal, and I want all of us to just be the great beings that we were meant to be. Okay, because at the end of the day, it does not matter what path or what journey you take when it comes to your healing. It is all about elevation. It is all about self-love and loving others and giving to others how you would give to yourself, and just being great, right? At the end of the day, we just read different books. We just have different outlooks on certain things, and that's okay, because what would the world be if we all thought the same, right? If we all had the same um, vision, or we all wanted to do the same thing, then I mean, how much fun would it really be? That would be a boring world, right? It would be a super boring world. So again, the magic is you. You are the magic. Ashe. However, you guys, we're going to start off with the new moon. And if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at, this is actually only one of the grimoires that I have. I have several, and I'll explain, you guys. And this is something that I'm not going to say this is something that I'm working on, because if I did, I would be lying. Okay. This is something that I intend to work on some point in time in my life, right? But so I have dozens of grimoires. I have at least at least 10 notebooks, right? But do better than me, guys. I have at least 10 notebooks that I dedicate to my healing journey, um, to my for my rituals, for my spells, and just all of that good stuff, right, guys? So this is one of them that I kept, and these are like notes from when I was learning about moon magic, and I would sit there and then I would actually take notes, write, okay, did this help? Did this not help? Did this moon cycle help with this, or did it help with this more, with this spell a little more, right? Because it is all a practice, you guys. So you have to practice, right? You might do a money spell during one moon cycle, and it may not manifest as well as it did, you know, um, during like the waxing moon when the moon was growing and when it was a great time to do money rituals and career rituals and rituals about your family and just things of that nature, right? Um, so I want you guys to actually practice and just play with it a little bit, if you will. Like, take these notes that I give you. I want you to do like a money ritual during like the waxing moon, and then I want you to do a money ritual during the waning moon cycle, and I want you guys to actually write down, okay, what were like I want you guys to write the differences. What did you notice? How did you feel, and things of that nature. That way you guys can see, okay, so this does work. This is a better time to do these type of rituals. I don't want you guys to just take my word for it, even though my word is set in stone. but but I don't want you guys to just take my word for it. I want you guys to actually do the work, actually practice, okay? Because this is what I'm here for. I'm here to teach, but I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to actually do the work, right? I can do the work for you, but you could do the work too, and it would be more powerful. Get what I'm saying? Ashe? So, the new moon. First, we're just gonna kind of go over like some like what it's kind of for, like the energy, right? And then we'll get into some of the ritual work or the candle work that you need to do during that phase. Or maybe you just need to rest during that phase. And a lot of times we're just so on go, right? We're always doing, if we're not baby spiritualists, right? Like me, I consider myself a baby spiritualist. I'm always going to consider myself a baby spiritualist only because I feel like um, within this healing journey, there's no end. You're always learning something. You're always trying something new. And so I feel like you're always a baby, right? Or at least that should always be your mindset, right? You should always have a childlike mindset, meaning you should always be willing to learn. You should always be open to learn new things. You should always be open to walking out that door and saying to yourself, today I am going to learn something from somebody. I am going to be willing to learn something from somebody. I'm going to listen, right? That childlike mindset. So, boom. And like that's what I was telling y'all. Sometimes I will ramble. I'll kind of get off track, and so I might kind of forget where I'm at sometimes. But boom, new moon cycle. So, I was talking about resting and how resting is important too. And sometimes, there are moon cycles that are meant specifically for resting, specifically for reflection, to regain your energy. And a lot of times you guys are just going, 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 and you're not taking that time out to rest. And then, at the end of the month, or, Or whenever you're feeling depleted, you're like, dang, maybe I got something on me. No, dang, maybe you just didn't take the time to rest. Maybe you were just doing entirely too much for other people, entirely too much for yourself. You know, you were doing all these different kind of rituals, and you were not protecting yourself. You were not cleansing yourself. You are not recharging. You are not taking a break, you know. So make sure that you guys are taking those breaks that you need as well whenever they're needed, okay? So the new moon, right? This is one day. This phase lasts one day, okay? Only one day. Hold on, y'all. It's a big old mosquito over here, and I do not want it to bite me, y'all. So I'm watching it. So if y'all seeing like if y'all seeing me and I'm just kind of like watching, that's because it's a bug. And I'm not gonna edit that out because it's real shit. It's real life, okay? So, yeah, y'all, let's get into it. So, the new moon, you guys, one day this phase is, right? So if you guys don't know, this is the moon when the moon is very, very dark. You see no moon in the sky whatsoever. You look around, you're like, where the moon is gone. It's not there. Well, it's there, but it's not there. You can't see it. So, this phase is it's really just all about introspection. It's about self. This is the phase where you just want to really just like go within self. What do you want, right? Like this is when you start planning for the month. So, what goals do I want to set this month, right? Like, what do I want to accomplish, or what do I want to manifest into my life? This is when you take that time and you're just kind of just thinking and you're really just planning and you're journaling. Like, it's kind of like a mini to do list, it's like a monthly to do list, yeah, right? What goals do I want to set this month for myself, or for my spiritual elevation, or for my family? And we're going to write that down. We're going to self-reflect. What steps do I need to take in order to achieve this goal, right? And so that is what you're doing under the new moon. A lot of people think they're like, oh, new moon, it's time to do a ritual. And the ritual is only you self-reflecting. That is the ritual that you need to be doing under the full moon. If you want to light a white candle just to invite your spirits in and just like do some spirit writing maybe, then that would be amazing, because your spirit truly wants what it wants and it knows what it wants, and it's not all about materialistic and monetary gain. So when you spirit right, this is you getting into a trance, into a meditative state, and you actually allowing your spirit to write. This is when you are not holding anything back. This is different from just journaling, right? This is when you're just writing and you're going and you're letting the emotions flow, and you're crying and you don't even really know why you're crying in the moment, but until you go back and you read it and you're like, wow, I wrote all of this. You were spirit writing. So that's what that is. So that those are some of the steps that you want to take under the new moon, right? You don't want to be doing all of these different kind of rituals under the new moon. So the new moon is about self-reflecting. So if you are into the spiritual community and you have a spiritual business and you're always doing rituals under the new moon, and then you're wondering why they are taking a long time to manifest, maybe even that entire month, then that is why. Okay. Um, that time is meant for you in your spiritual development and your growth. Alrighty, it's not meant for you to be out here doing all these rituals. This is a time for you to rest, for you to think, and for you to plan. Okay? So, the crescent, right? The crescent moon, this is when, or if you will, this, I want to say crescent waxing moon. This is when the moon is growing, right? Right now, we are still up under the full moon energy, and that's another thing that I want to kind of just explain to you guys as well. Um, don't think, oh my gosh, it's the full moon tonight. I have to get this stuff done tonight, or it's the crescent moon tonight. I mean, it's the Crescent Waxing Moon tonight. I have to get these rituals done tonight. You have time. There's a time frame. You know, like the cresting and waxing that starts 3 days after the new moon. So you have 3 days to get those rituals done. And I always tell people, like me personally, whenever I'm doing my ritual work or candle work for clients and all of that stuff, I tend to not do it on the first full moon. You know, like the first day when the moon is at its fullest. Like I might start a ritual, I might clean up my altar space and just kind of get that energy going, and just like take my ancestors on a date or something of that nature. But as far as the actual ritual work, I try to kind of do that when the spirits have a clear mind. Meaning, when they aren't hearing all this chitter chatter from everybody who wants to do money magic or something, you know, on a certain day, right? Because they read it in the book and they're like, okay, today is the full moon, so I have to do this ritual on this day, right? But you don't. So what I do is I wait. You know, first you have to really analyze, you know, okay, well, what days are people actually doing all of their ritual work? And you find that a lot of people are doing it on that first day when the moon is at, you know, its peak, but they forget that that full moon energy is still going to be going for 2 more days after that. So you don't necessarily have to do all of your ritual work on that day. So that is something that I do, and that is something that has brought me amazing results. I've never had a problem with that. So if that is something that you want to try, I strongly encourage you to try it out and do it, you know? So, yes, so the crescent, again, this is when the moon is waxing, meaning it is growing, right? So, this is the time where you want to think about your long term goals. This is all about new beginnings, new possibilities, and a lot of people kind of get that mixed up because they start doing their new beginning rituals and things of that nature under the new moon. The new moon is when you just really kind of need to be planning and plotting, right? You need to be um, thinking about the kill, but not going in for the kill just yet, because you don't want to just, okay, like this is what I want, and then okay, now I'm going to go to my altar and boom, this is what I want, guys, because now you've left out all the small little details that you wanted as well, right? And so you want to just make sure you are taking enough time and putting enough love and energy into your magic. I had to slow myself down because I wanted to make sure that I was saying it right. But it's like, before you go on a date, right? Before you go on a date with someone, you make sure that you shower. Of course, you make sure that you shave. You make sure that you have your pretty bra and panties on if you feeling fancy, you know. You make sure that you got your hair done nice, your teeth pretty, you know, your face, everything is tip top shape, right? So that is what that new moon energy is for. That is for you to get your space, your mind, and everything into tip top shape. What do you want? What small steps are you going to take to get that? You know, um, what kind of candles are you going to buy when it comes to doing this ritual? You know, what kind of herbs do you need? What kind of oils do you need? Is your space clean? Is your ritual space clean? Is your house clean? Are you clean? You know, like, have you took the time out to actually take a spiritual bath and cleanse yourself during the new moon? Have you made any new water? You know, just things. That is the type of stuff that you want to be doing during the new moon. That is, again, time for you to plan, time for you to execute. Well, not execute, but just time for you to plan your execution. And then the crescent, this is when you begin to execute, right? So this is when you like, okay, so I know what I want, right? It's a new beginning, new possibilities, right? So these are the long-term goals that I have set for myself. These are the short-term goals that I know I need to accomplish to achieve those long-term goals. Um, these are the candles that I know I need because this is the ritual that I am going to do, or this is the candle work that I'm going to do if you're not doing a full-on ritual, So now I actually know what I need. Now I can actually start to write my petition. The Crescent Moon, this is when you want to start writing your petition, right? Because again, and you have a couple of days, you have like, I believe it's 7 days into the Gibbous, because the Gibbous moon is 10 days after the new moon. So you have a couple days to kind of just get your petition right. Go and get the supplies you need. Clean your home if it isn't clean. Just things of that nature. So that is what you are doing up under that crescent, that waxing moon, that crescent waxing moon energy. Okay. If I want to start a career, or if I want money, like, this is how much money do you need. These are the things that you need to be thinking about during this time frame, right? Okay, and then you get to the first quarter. So that's 7 days. My bad, y'all. So I meant from the crescent. It's crescent to first quarter, not crescent to gibbous. Okay, but so up under that crescent moon until you get to that first quarter energy, that's what you're going to be doing. When you get to that first quarter, okay, that is 7 days after the new moon. Like right now, we are still under crescent moon energy, that waxing crescent moon energy, okay? But like, say, like, come tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we're then going to be going into that gibbous, that waxing gibbous. And then on that seventh day after the new moon, the gibbous, the waxing gibbous energy will be at its highest. It will be at its peak energy. Okay. So the first quarter, that's 7 days after the new moon, and this is when it is time to take action regarding your wishes and your desires. You're going to start doing the things, because okay, spirit don't really move until you start moving. You can write about all of these things that you want, but until you start showing the universe or your angels or your ancestors, until you start showing them that this is what I want, and let me show y'all that I'm not only gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna be about what I talk about, right? I'm gonna walk that walk as well, right? Once you start doing that, that's when those blessings really, really, really start to manifest, because then they're like, okay, she not bullshitting. Let's go help her out. And so that's what you want to do. You want to identify again. Well, no, because at this point in time, we don't identify the steps that we need to take. So now we are taking those steps. Now we are putting action behind our words, those words of power that we have already broke down for the month, those affirmations, those goals, right? Because they're not dreams, they're goals. So we have done that. That's what we're doing under that first quarter, that waxing first quarter moon. So then we get to the gibbous, and that is 10 days after the new moon, you guys. And this energy is just all about um being patient. Okay. So you've mapped out your plan for the month, right? You know what you want. You know what small and large goals that you had to set to get there. You have started taking action, and you're doing everything that you need to do for your goals and your dreams and your desires to manifest. Y'all, it's hot out here. But you've done that, right? So now the gibbous, the waxing gibbous full moon energy is telling you, we heard you. We see you. Well, I heard you. I see you, my child, because we all know the moon is a woman. Um, but I see you. And Let me start to allow these blessings to manifest into your life. So now you're slowly but surely starting to see your your dreams manifest, and you're getting happy. But you need to still rest, okay? Still take this time to rest. But you're actually going to take time to identify blockages as well. What are you doing that could be holding you back? What kind of people could you be hanging around that's holding you back, right? Um, and now you need to start pulling away from those people, because in order to receive more blessings, you have to make room for those blessings. Mm. Ashe, ashe. So that's what you're doing, right? You're just recognizing the power of the universe. You're letting your desires manifest into your reality. You're being patient. You're pausing on your action. You're just observing. This is just your time to observe, and for you to get back into your grimoire, and for you to say, okay, so I wrote down this. These were my goals. These were my intentions for this month, right? These are the steps that I took to get there. This is the ritual that I will be doing this month. I have not did it yet, but this is the ritual that I will be doing this month as well. And I've already gathered my supplies. I've already cleaned my ritual space. I already did all of that, right? And so now I'm just observing, and I'm writing down the little things that is happening for me already, the little and the big things, right? Because we have to show gratitude and give thanks for not only the big things, but the small things as well. And when you actually start to identify the small things, you become happier, because you're like, wow, I'm really receiving all of these blessings that I was overlooking at one point in time. Waking up is a blessing. Having food in your kitchen, or having friends that will lend you food or give you food, is a blessing. Having people to talk to just clear your mind is a blessing. Having a job is a blessing. If you don't have a job and you're still able to maintain a great life and a good lifestyle, um, then that's a blessing. If you have children, those are many little blessings. We overlook a lot of little blessings. And so this is the time for you to identify those blessings. Okay? And just again observe and write down your shit. Write down your shit, because we don't write enough. We don't write enough. When we were little, we used to write all the time, and we wondered why we were so happy. That's because our imagination used to play, and it was so wild, and we didn't, there were no limitations. That's what we have to get back to. No limitations, y'all. So we're not putting any limitations on ourselves, on our goals, on our dreams, on our mindsets, on our magic. We're not doing that, guys. But that shit. But that shit. Okay. So, and then you guys, we got that full moon energy, which is 14 days, a full 14 days after the new moon. Y'all, this is the time where everything is coming into full circle. Full moon, full circle. All the energy that you have put out this far is coming into fruition. So now that you have done the work, you wrote down the work, and now you're doing the work, and you're taking those steps. Now it's time, under this full moon energy, to do the magic. Now it's time to say, ancestors step in, spirit guide step in, universe step in. Y'all see how hard I've been working. Y'all know I want this. Y'all know I've been taking these actions, and I've been doing everything that I need to do. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm not just one of these people that's out here just talking about it, but y'all see it, right? Because I've shown you. Ashe. And if you're doing outer work, let's make sure that we're giving our ancestors offerings. Let's make sure that we're giving Isis and our deities offerings. okay, leading up all the way up into this. Always, actually, I'm sorry. Let me take this scratch that. Make sure that you are always giving them offerings, whether you're asking for something or not. Make sure you're always feeding that energy, okay? Because they need that energy to keep going, to keep doing these great things for you, just as you need energy to survive. You need energy to go about your day. If you go all day without eating, without drinking, you're going to start feeling depleted. It's the same thing for them. Shit don't change. Shit don't change, right? So, full moon energy, this is time for you to do that magic, do that ritual that you said that you were going to do, right? Like, now I'm laughing because the full moon energy is just such a great fucking energy to do y'all magic, and I'm laughing because I feel like y'all already know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. That full moon energy, it gives you power. It amplifies everything. Again, everything is coming into full circle. So your magic, full circle. Your energy, full circle. Like everything, everybody is nice up under a full moon because everything is just better. Like it just amplifies everything. So, yeah, the success of everything that you have started is coming into fruition, is making its way. If you have removed these friends that are no longer serving you any good, these friends that are energy vampires, if you have started to remove negative habits and just things of that nature, and you have made room for your blessings, then you are now starting to see your blessings manifest into your reality. And again, you're doing magic, and it's just going to become even. It's going to get better as the month goes. So that is the full moon. The full moon is when we are starting this magic, and yeah. So it's a great time for magic, and that's all I got to say about the full moon. It's a great energy for cleansing, for attracting, like whatever you want to do under the full moon, do it. That's all I can say. It just do it, and it's just going to amplify that spell, those words that you speak that much more, those herbs that you are using that much more, those herbs is going to amplify those herbs that much more, so it's just a great time to do whatever kind of magic that you want to do, although I highly suggest you doing the ritual that you have been planning out up until this point, because that will be the ritual that brings you much success, because that is the ritual that you have put your time, your energy, and your love into already. Okay, Ashe, Ashe. So, now we're getting to the waning moon, and this is the waning gibbous moon that we are talking about now, and this is when the moon, it has reached its full peak, and now it is time to rest. So now the light in the moon is dying back down, and again it's fading away. So, the waning gibbous, this is 3 days after the full moon. You guys, again, remember, you got time. So, you don't have to do it that very first full moon night. You can do it the second or you can do it the third, right? It does not matter as long as you get it done. And you know that you are the magic, right? Not everything around you. These are just tools to help. And that includes the moon, okay? Nobody ever said the moon was the magic. Everybody always says that the moon is magical and it can help with your magic. You are the magic. You are very magical. Everything is within you. You are the all. Ashe. So, when the moon is waning, like when it is dying down, when it is losing its light in the sky, this is the perfect time, because again it's fading, so it's removing itself. So now is the time to remove all them negative friends, all that negative energy from yourself, from others, just everything that no longer serves you, anything that does not serve the purpose that you have set for yourself, or for the goals that you have set for yourself for that month. This is the time to dig deep and just really remove and eliminate those obstacles and those people. Right? This is the time where you need to just really kind of, again, just free yourself from anything that is holding you back. Because, as I said before, in order for you to invite new blessings into your life, you have to remove everything that is taking away from those blessings. Whether that be a negative mindset, whether that be a negative person that's just in your energy field and is fueling is all their negative shit onto you, and now this is attracting and getting into your energy field. So now you feeling like blah, fuck that, get rid of them people. This is the time to do so. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to really use that waning gibbous energy, and I want you to sit down with yourself and say, what is no longer serving me? What am I doing as well that is holding me back? Again, shadow work. Shadow work is a monthly thing. Shadow work is something that does not stop, right? Because nobody is perfect. And if you are perfect, then teach others how to be perfect as well, because that is your purpose here. Okay, Ashe. So, that is what we're doing during that gibbous energy. So then we have the last quarter, right? So this is 7 days after the full moon. Okay, and it lasts up until the 10th day after the full moon. So this is the energy to finish the removal process. If you pray up under that waxing gibbous moon, I mean up under that waning gibbous moon, if you pray to eliminate all of these negative people, or just to eliminate negative people or negative energy or things that no longer serve you, if you prayed and you did that shadow work and all of that good stuff, up under that waning gibbous moon, up under the first quarter, yeah, up under the last quarter, I'm sorry, a moon, that is when you will start to see those people kind of falling by the wayside, those people that just kind of just stop talking to you, and you're like, dang, well, what happened? You know, or those people just all of a sudden they just not rocking with you no more. You don't know, what was going on, what was happening, what was did, what was said. That was the universe. That was your ancestors, your angels protecting you from that person, because that was somebody that did not need to be in your life. Remember, when you on the way to the top, baby, everybody can't go. And they ain't talking about money, they're talking about elevation. Okay? We just make things about elevation, worldly things sometimes, and that is not what it is. When you're on the way to the top, meaning when you are elevating and when you are getting in tune with your higher self and just figuring out how to be a better person, how to live better, how to speak better, how to eat better, just all around trying to elevate, you start to lose those people that ain't about that life. Okay, so and that's okay. And just know that you don't have to question that. Know that your ancestors are working for you, and that's exactly what that is. Okay, so then we get into the last phase. This is the crescent moon. This is the 10th day after the new moon. Okay, it's the night right before. It's the 10th day after the last new moon and the first day before the new moon. So this is the ending and the beginning of a cycle, right? So during this cycle, this is really just time for you, again, to just rest. This is when you need to be reflecting. This is when, again, you need to get your grimoire again, and you need to see, okay, so I did this ritual. This is what happened. Was it a success? Was it not a success? What are some of the things that I can do to add potency. You know, what are some of the things that I can do within my spiritual well-being to help me elevate? What are some of the things that I can do as far as just my daily to-do list, you know, the things that I'm doing on the daily that could help me to reach my goals much quicker, or that could just help me, period, you know? So this is what you want to do during that moon cycle. If you did any magic, how did that magic work? You know, how did it work? You know, what did you do or what did you not do, you know, for, and how did it affect it, okay? So, now we're just kind of going to get into some things that you guys can do during these moon cycles. And again, I just want to just express to you guys once more that these are things that I did that helped and work during these moon cycles. And I know, again, because of my grimoire. So I just cannot express how important it is to have one, even if it's just a composition notebook, right? It doesn't have to be one that you buy out of a botanica that's like $80 to $100, because you guys know those books are fucking expensive. And it doesn't matter where you go, they are all pretty expensive. Especially if you're looking for a very sturdy grimoire. So just know, again, it isn't the tools that are the magic, but it's you that is the magic. And paper is paper, right? It's you, it's your intentions when you're writing. That adds the power. Okay, so I share. So the things that you can do, you guys, under a new moon. Again, this cycle, this lunar cycle, is literally just to really set your intentions. Whenever under the new moon, that is what I am doing. I'm setting my intentions. I am cleaning my ritual space. I'm taking my spiritual baths. I'm looking up different spells and just stuff like that. I am just writing down what are some of my goals for this month, what are some of my desires, what are some of my fears or my doubts that I kind of have doubts about that I need to work on this month, you know. So that is what I do under the new moon. But again, you guys know that you can do whatever you want. This is your practice. I am just trying to help guide you, and trying to let you guys know what helped me and what works for me. Alrighty. So the waxing crescent, again, this is when the moon is starting to grow. The waxing crescent, I use this energy simply just to charge my tools, to make moon water, or I'm either doing just like stuff about abundance, about growth, or about attraction, whether it's taking spiritual baths, whether it's doing some light candle work to that leads up to the ritual that I'm planning on doing that month. But that's what I use that energy for. And I definitely encourage you guys to use that energy for that as well, right? So the first quarter, this is again when you really just start to um, do the work, do the magic, um, put action behind the things that you have written down. So during this time, this is when, again, I am doing more candle work or either beginning to do my ritual if I have already, if and only if I have already sat down and I know exactly what I want. I've I know what kind of ritual I am going to be doing or what kind of candles I'm going to be using. I've sat, I've visualized, I meditated, and I did all of those things. Then this is the time when I will start the actual ritual. But if I have not, then this is a time where I just kind of get really deep into my intuition, because your intuition, your spirit knows exactly what you want. So if I'm just kind of like on the fence, or I'm just lost, because let's be honest, we all get lost some days, and we're like, well, dang, do I want to keep doing this, or do I want to do this? And you just kind of don't know, you're teeter-tottering, you're kind of like on the fence, then this energy, this is great for just figuring that out and allowing your intuition to lead you. So the first quarter is for growth, is for self self-healing. You can do rituals for growth, self-healing, or candle work for growth and self-healing. This is also a great time for lucid dreaming. Like if you're one of those people and you're a dreamer and you can remember your dreams, this is a time when you really, really, really want to tap into your lucid dreaming, because that first quarter energy really helps with lucid dreaming, and you'll be surprised about some of the downloads and stuff that you receive during this energy. So if you are a lucid dreamer, please do that and then write down in the comments how that helped you during it under that first quarter energy. All right. So, yeah, and again, the moon, when it's growing in shape, that's when you need to be growing in your self growth. You need to be attracting and looking to attract people that are going to help you grow mentally, physically, spiritually. This energy is all about growth. So it's all about you. You know, a lot of times we just get caught up in helping other people, but that first quarter energy is all about you. Okay, so use that time to attract the things and the people that you want within your life. Use that time to work on your self-esteem. Use that time to work on your family, on the powers of manifestation, on your intuition. Like really dig in deep for those what 10 days or whatever it is, right? So then we get to the gibbous. This is the waning gibbous, okay? So, oh no, this is not the waning gibbous. We are still on the waxing gibbous when it is growing. What am I talking about? So, again, time to analyze, plan, um, do your rituals and your magic. Um, again up under that first quarter. So make sure that this time you are just sitting back, you are resting, you are thinking about the things that you manifested, right? And you are putting even more energy into those things. But you're getting your tools ready for that full moon, though, right? Correct? So that's what we are doing under that gibbous moon, y'all. It super hot out here, y'all, but I'm not going in the house because I am getting these downloads and I'm going to sit in this sun and I'm going to sun bathe. So, yes. So that gibbous, that waxing gibbous again, you're getting ready for that full moon energy. So what are you doing to get ready? You cleaning up your house, cleaning up your ritual space. You getting ready for that date, y'all. That's what we doing. And the full moon, baby, this is again, time for magic. It's time to do the magic. You done did the work, do the magic, baby. And the full moon is great as well. For those people that be looking for love, like rituals and stuff. Do a love ritual for yourself under that full moon and just watch those manifestations and let me know what you think. I highly suggest doing self-love rituals. A lot of you guys don't do enough self-love rituals. Y'all be trying to do rituals on these men, but y'all not doing rituals for yourself. Why? Why are we like this? Okay. So, um, yeah, so you're just gonna be again doing rituals for abundance, protection, love, wisdom, whatever kind of ritual or kind of work that you do up under that moon is going to manifest, and it's going to have a great deal of potency behind it just because of that full moon energy. So use that time to do your magic. The waning gibbous, you guys, again, this is when we the moon energy is leaving, like that light is leaving. So this is a time again, banishing rituals for to remove negative energy, um cleansing rituals to cleanse yourself of any negative energy, cleansing spiritual baths, just things of that nature. That is what you want to be doing up under the waning gibbous. Those are great and powerful things to be doing up under the waning gibbous moon. And as that moon light dissolves, that negative energy will dissolve right along with it, guys. So I did, however, and that's crazy because I was going to say that I was going to give y'all a ritual, but I didn't look into my grimoire and find one. But as soon as I said that, I looked down and I actually did have like a small little ritual that you guys can do. And this is a salt ritual, okay? And this is to remove negative energy, negative spirits from your house. It's to protect your house, and you're just going to take some salt, put it on each room, and you're going to sweep the salt up. Okay, you're going to spread it around each room, and you're just going to sweep your room. And as you are sweeping your room, you will be saying, as I sweep these crystals with this broom, I send all spirits out of this room. Okay, and you're just going to repeat that chant as you are cleaning, as you are doing that ritual. Okay, this is also a great time, you guys, if you guys are looking to do cord cutting rituals or divorce rituals or uncrossing rituals. If you're trying to get rid of any stress or addiction or anything like that, up under that waning gibbous moon, that energy, that is when you want to do those spells. That is when those spells have manifested the best for me. Okay. um and so then we get into the last quarter, you guys. So the last quarter, again, this is when you want to rest and you want to remove yourself from destructive situations. You want to start removing, again, those negative people, those negative energies. You want to make sure that you are doing the work as well. If somebody rubbing you the wrong way, get rid of that person, okay? Spirit cannot and will not do everything for you. You have to show them some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. But you gotta give them some action. So you gotta show them what's up for them to help you. Okay. So yeah, last quarter, that's when again you are going to be removing yourself from destructive relationships. You can cast spells for justice. Or you can cast spells against enemies. And I do want to just go in a little bit about that when I say enemies, you guys. I'm not talking about the person that you just don't like, or the person that don't like you, right? I'm talking about when you are doing this spell, these are people that are speaking evil upon your name, or speaking evil upon your kid's name, or upon your house. And this is what you're going to be saying. Because you want to make sure that you're doing everything in balance and you are still living a life um, of Mayat standards, okay? Because we don't want to just be out here just fueling out negative energy to people that are undeserving of it, okay? So now, if it's somebody that's trying to cause harm to you or your kids or your family, then yes, those are the people that we are removing. Those are the people that we are doing spells upon, and not even really spells, but we're just speaking that those words of power, that nothing that they say or do will get to us or our families, and everything that they say and do will go right back to them. Times however many you want to say. I'd be like, goddamn, times 100,000 billion, bitch. So yeah. So then the waning crescent, you guys, this is again moon leaving, moon gone, whatever the case is. This is the time for you to reflect and to give thanks. Give thanks for every single small thing that you have gained this month. Give thanks for the abundance, for the love, for the people you have attracted, for the self-love you have attracted. Give thanks for um holding yourself accountable and actually doing the work, right? Look back on the things that you have accomplished during that last month. What mistakes have you made? What great things that you do, and just really reflect and sit. Have some wine, sit at your altar, have a party with your ancestors, or go outside and just sit up under that waning crescent energy and just give thanks, right? And so that is it for the video, y'all. I just want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure that y'all like and subscribe to the page for more videos like this. If there's any subjects you guys want me to touch on, please leave them in the comments. And again, let me know what you guys thought about this video. Again, these are things that help me, and I hope that they think that they can very much so help you. Ashe, peace and blessings. Have an amazing day, you amazing being.